Hi, in this video, we are going to look at how we go about solving simple linear equations. Equations are similar to expressions, except now they contain an equal sign. An example of a linear equation is x plus 2 is equal to 5. We use equations to find the value of an unknown variable. So in the equation, if x plus 2 is equal to 5, what is the value of x? The linear equation will always have one value for the unknown variable. So in the equation above, x can only have one possible value. It will make the equation true. A linear equation must always be perfectly balanced. To do this, we perform the same operation on each side of the equation. Here we have a scale. On the left side, we have a bag and 3 sweets. And on the right-hand side, we have 5 sweets. We don't know how many sweets are in the bag, so this will become the unknown variable. Let's call it x. Now, on the left-hand side, we have the bag and 3 sweets. So we have x plus 3. On the right-hand side, we have 5 sweets. So over here, we can say 5. The scale is in balance, so one side is equal to the other. So we say x plus 3 is equal to 5. Now the goal here is to find out how many sweets are in the bag. We want to find the value of x. To do this, we need to get x by itself. So let's take away 3 sweets from the left side of the scale and 3 from the right, and our scale will look like this. In our equation, we have x plus 3 on the left, and we've just subtracted 3 from the scale up here. So we can say the original x plus 3 minus 3. On the right-hand side, we had 5, but remember, we keep it in balance, so we subtract 3 again. Now we can simplify this equation. We have x. Then we have 3 minus 3, which is 0. So these two values cancel out. Now we have our equal sign. On the right-hand side, 5 minus 3 gives us 2. So we can see that x is equal to 2. And in the scale up here, we can see that we have got a bag over here and 2 sweets over here. The scale is in balance. This tells us the bag must have 2 sweets inside it as well. Let's look at another example. Here we have 2 bags on the one side of the scale and 6 sweets on the other. We want to know how many sweets are in one bag. The bag is our unknown variable x. Here we have 2 bags. So down here we can say 2x. On the right-hand side, we have got 6 sweets. So here we can say 6. The scale is in balance, so we can say 2x is equal to 6. But we don't want 2 bags. We only want 1. So to get to 1 bag, let's divide both sides by 2. So we can say 2x over 2 and 6 over 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we get 1x, which is simply x. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and we see that x equals 3. We have proven this above in the scale, where we have a bag on one side and 3 sweets on the other. Let's look at one more example using the balancing scale. Here we have 3 bags and 2 sweets on the right side, and we have 8 sweets on the other. We want to find out how many sweets are in one bag. So the bag is our unknown variable x. Here we have 3 bags, so we can say 3x. And we have 2 additional sweets, so we say plus 2. On the right-hand side, we have 8 sweets, so we can say 8 over here. The scale is in balance, which means the equation is in balance. So we can say 3x plus 2 is equal to 8. Now, the first thing we need to do is get rid of these additional sweets over here. And to do that, we need to get rid of this 2 over here. So we're going to subtract 2. I'm going to write it in over here. And then we subtract 2 on this side. On the left side of the equation, we have 3x. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So these values cancel. Then we have our equal sign. 8 minus 2 is 6. Cut. Begin here. But we don't want 3x. We want x. So we need to divide this 3x over here by 3. So we can say 3x over 3. Remember, we have to balance. So on the right-hand side, we have 6 over 3. 3 over 3 is 1, so we have 1x, which is simply x. And on the right-hand side, 6 divided by 3 is 2. And our balancing scale will look like this. Let's look at some examples of equations you will find in this course. Solve for x. X minus 7 is equal to 5. The aim here is to get x by itself. So we need to make this constant 0. To do that, in this case, we have negative 7. So let's add 7. Add 7 over here. Keep the equation in balance. So we add 7 on this side. Now we have x. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. So these two will cancel. Put in your equal sign. 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. This is the value of x. Let's do another one. X plus 5 is equal to 0. We want x by itself. So to get rid of this 5, we subtract 5 on this side. Keep it in balance. We subtract 5 on this side. On the left-hand side, 5 minus 5 is 0. These two cancel. And we are left with x. On the right-hand side, 0 minus 5 is negative 5. And we can see that x is equal to negative 5. Let's do another one. 3x minus 4 is equal to 8. To start, we want to get this 3x by itself. So to make negative 4 0, let's add 4 on this side, which means we add 4 on this side. Now on the left-hand side, negative 4 plus 4 is 0. These values will cancel, and we're left with 3x. On the right-hand side, 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. But we don't want 3x. We want x. So let's divide this side by 3, which means we divide this side by 3. On the left-hand side, 3 divided by 3 is 1. We're left with 1x, which is simply x. On the right-hand side, 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Let's look at another one. 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. Let's start by getting rid of the negative 7. So let's add 7 on this side, which means we add 7 on this side. Negative 7 plus 7 gives us 0. So these two values cancel, and we're left with 3x. On the right-hand side, 0 plus 7 is equal to 7. But we don't want 3x. We want x. So once again, let's divide by 3. You can say 3x over 3 and 7 over 3. On the left-hand side, the 3's cancel, and we're left with x. On the right-hand side, we cannot simplify this fraction, which means the value of x is 7 over 3. Let's do one more example. 7x plus 6 is equal to 6. The first thing we want to do is get rid of this 6 over here. So let's subtract 6 on this side, and we subtract 6 on this side. Now on the left side, 6 minus 6 is 0. So these values cancel, and we're left with 7x. On the right-hand side, 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So 7x is equal to 0. But we don't want 7x, we still want x. So we can say over 7 and over 7. These cancel, and we get x. But remember that if you divide 0 by anything, it is still 0. So for our final answer, x is equal to 0. You'll see more examples like these in upcoming videos.